What is the one thing that we have to understand in order to heal our bodies from chronic illness, autoimmune disease, heal our minds from anxiety, depression, heal the state of our soul from everything that wears on us, that weighs us down here on earth? What's the one thing that we have to understand to heal our bodies, to heal ourselves? That one thing is energy. We have to understand energy. If we don't understand energy, we can't bring about our full healing. So tonight's live, that's what we're going to focus on. Sometimes in these lives, we do a little bit more spiritual medicine and all things healing. Tonight, we're really going to focus on chronic illness, autoimmune, or don't hop off if you don't have any of those, a physical ailment. So that can be from your physical health to your mental health, your digestive health, whatever it is. Emma, I brought these earrings back with me from Yelapa. They were $4 in Mexico. They're amazing. So they're bringing all those good vibes back that I felt like I was on a high coming back from that retreat all last week and kind of settling back into the groove. And I was talking with a friend after yoga this morning after my class, and she was saying, like, you know, we're on these highs on retreats, and then this is a little side note, this is not what the live is about. And then we come back and then we're like, how do we get back to that feeling that we were at? Or maybe you have this amazing healing session and you felt all these possibilities happening for you, and then you get back in the day-to-day of your routine and you're like, how do I get that back? So what happens is we feel into our highest timeline, and then we have to come back and integrate and kind of do the work to get back and align perfectly with that timeline. So, okay. I'm glad that was helpful. That was just a side note. Energy, healing our body. This live can go wherever we want it to go tonight. So, a couple of things. If you want to go live with me when we're done with the group healing, either ask a question, or this is really powerful. The last couple times, have myself and or everyone in this group who's really intuitive and amazing, that is resonating and called to these calls, help you see what's in your energy field. So, for example, I was waiting to see what wanted to come through me, and I woke up with it this morning. I was lying in bed meditating. I was like, that's what we're going to do tonight. And in my yoga class, there was a woman who she illustrated this story perfectly. We were in energy healing. We went through the flow, and then if you've been in my classes, then at the end we do the energy healing together. And I'm sitting there and my foot was just lighting up, and I was like, oh my gosh, my right foot just was hurting. And I thought to myself, wow, my foot hurts. And then Spirit comes in and is like, it's not yours. That's your foot, but it's not your pain. So I'm sitting in class and waiting to see. I'm just laughing. I've been seeing twos all day. Those of you who've looked at my story today, my family's been going through a lot, and there's just a bunch of twos on the screen, so I had to pause. Anyways, in class, my foot starts hurting. This yoga class this morning was all about how all of our disease, physical ailments begin in our energy field, every single one. So I'm like waiting, get pulled to the woman, get guided over there to who it was. So she's lying there, and I thought it was her right foot. I start working on her right foot, and all these messages are coming in. I could just see her work going so quickly. She stepped into her purpose work, and she's been doing. And her angels are just like, you're so worthy of this work. You've already arrived. Like, you're already there. You're so worthy. And her physical body, she's been so invigorated and excited to do this work she's in, and that her physical body has been taking a beating. So I'm working on the foot and go to the other foot and even it out. And then I told her after class, and it's just crazy. Like her foot is fine. She did some fascia work. She's walking around the grocery store. Like, they're like, your foot's going to be fine. You don't have to see a specialist. She's been looking for someone, and it all starts in the energy field. So that's just a small example of how our physical ailments can start in our energy field just by running ourselves into the ground. The biggest thing, and I know I'm watching who's hopping on, with autoimmune disease, with chronic illness, with any mystery symptom or anything you don't know what's going on, it's energetic. What does that mean when it's energetic? It's something we have not felt. So feelings, emotions, energy and motion, They are designed to move through us. Think about we're like this water pipe, and the energy, the emotions are the water. And the way that we're trained and programmed in this world is to kink the pipe, close off the pipe. As soon as something feels bad, shut that thing off. Shut it down, shove it down. Don't feel it. Don't even be with it. And then what happens? Well, our body like slurps it up, takes that energy from us, puts it in, puts it down, and we don't want to work with it. So if you don't like what I'm saying, I encourage you to stay on. I know it's going to be like, I don't want to talk about how I feel. I'm fine. I don't got anything to feel. That's okay. That's what I thought. And my partner, Jeff, who we're probably going to hear in the kitchen here in a minute, make our juice for tomorrow. My ginger Jeff, he said to me the other day, he said, when you deal with that person, when you're around this person in your life that I don't really have a choice, he said, you're mean and you're angry. And I was like, oh. And it was such loving feedback that he gave me, and I sat with it, and I got in a few yoga poses, and I'm bawling. And I'm realizing all this stuff that like my heart has been feeling, my chest has been feeling tight, my belly's been feeling tight all week, and all this stuff just starts coming up, that energy that I didn't want to work with, that I didn't want to feel. Now say I would have taken that instance plus another, and over time compounded these energies stored in my body. I mean, think about like chest and shoulder pain starting to round in, GI dysfunction. It's all trapped energy. It's all trapped trauma, trapped emotion. And caveat to this, I know a lot of you on here have been on your healing journey for a long time, and you're like, I've healed that. This is something that this person and this catalyst was why I started my healing journey. And I thought that I had healed that, and here it was to come up again. So just to say, today is going to feel really simple and really elementary in our energy healing until we bring someone on and we can intuit for them. But even if you feel like you've worked with it and you've healed it 100 times, it might come up again. And it might come up to be seen, and it might come up to be healed, because all you have to do to heal energy is bring awareness around it. Isn't that a relief? And all you have to do to heal your body from autoimmune disease is understand your energy field. From the foods, from the pathogens to your root cause. You can keep all of the fancy functional medicine. A lot of clients I work with, they're coming with like thousands of dollars of testing and all of this. They've been in these elaborate, beautiful, wonderful clinics. And I'm like, let's look at your frequency. Their foods aren't a match, pathogens are surviving, and they have suppressed trauma. And at the end of the 12 weeks, they're like, that's all I had to do. And I'm like, that's all you had to do. And I know a couple of you, I'm looking at who's jumping on, you're like, yeah. You guys had tried everything, and then you understood your energy field and everything shifted. So, does anyone have any questions so far? Go ahead and comment as we go along. Today we're just going to be feeling what's there. And it might surprise you about what's coming up, because when it comes to healing, examine your limiting beliefs around it. Our limiting beliefs are the programs from the external, on our whole journey, whether it's healing, whether we're healed now, our physical body, and we want to take another level deeper into our soul. We've been programmed, and we're so accustomed and taught to rely on our external. The only person who knows how to heal you is you. And the only way you'll ever figure that out is through your body. You might have great teachers and guides along the way, but you know how to heal you. And sometimes healing looks like shutting off the medical teams for a while. I know I had to do that, and my family was terrified. So, thank you, Lori. You've been wonderful in my life as well. Thank you. So, okay. What main points? Understand your energy field, and you understand your healing. And when we understand like what's in our energy field, and giving the example of the woman in my class, my friend with her foot, it was a foot pain, and it was coming from her energy field. So when we heal the feeling of like unworthiness or not being grounded in our purpose work, foot pain can go away. It's crazy. Let's experience a little bit for ourselves. Tonight, I won't hold us on super long. I know a lot of us have to go lick our wounds from that game. I don't really care about sports, but Jeff got home from working for the Chiefs for the game, so he's a little quiet. But he doesn't care about Chiefs too much, so I mean he cares, but he's not hanging his hat up at the end of the day. All right, let's do this. Let's do a little bit of healing for all of us. And then we're going to bring someone on, or I'll be the test subject if no one volunteers. But trust me, you don't want to get in my energy field. Usually the most messed up people are the healers. I know a few of you I work with that you helped me, you're on here. So let's get somebody else. So be brave tonight if you want to. If not, we're going to have to all look at my energy field. It might not be pretty. Okay, go ahead and get in a comfortable place. Ooh. Just start to connect with your breath. Think about your hips and your pelvis. Someone's a little dizzy, rooting in to the earth. This week has been a whirlwind now. It's okay to feel a little dizzy. And set the intention by bringing your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. I'm going to heal tonight. Because I'm going to bring awareness around what's coming up. Everyone take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath here right at the top. Let the tension, let the energy, let everything in the surface. Think about holding this breath right here. Everything's welling up. And 3, 2, 1. Blow it out all the way. Slow count of 4 and 2 more seconds. Breathe, breathe. Now hold the breath, hold the exhale. Don't rebreathe. Notice the silence, the discomfort, maybe a little bit of tension here. And in 3, 2, 1, deep belly breath in. Go all the way up, roll your shoulders back, roll your shoulders down your back. And exhale. Let's do that one more time. Deep belly breath in. Call up all this energy that's been stored in your body all week. Maybe all year, maybe all life. Hold it right here at the top. Exhale, sigh it out. Hold your exhale. Deep belly breath in. Exhale, let your breath return back to a slow rhythm. Keep your eyes closed down. Just follow my voice, inviting in your angels, inviting in your loved ones, Jesus, whoever you pray to. Feel your heart get really warm when you do that. Makes me giggle every time. Feel yourself held in this presence, in this space. This is your first time or you're not familiar with energy healing. Just make it up. You can't hurt anything. Imagine there's a really thin film in front of you. And if we could separate that film, if we could open up that film, we could see the other side. We could see the world in which our soul comes from. We could see the light and the beauty and the support that's coming through for us just by gathering where 2 or more are here. We are never alone on our journey. This message is coming in for someone, for all of us. We're never alone. And the heaviness we're carrying and the pain and the uncertainty, we're never alone. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop your shoulders, drop your hips. Lose any tension in your ankles or your wrists. Feel the 4 walls of the room you're in be vaulted vaulted with light, with protection. You're cocooned in this safe place for the next several minutes, and this time is yours. There's nowhere else your mind needs to be, your heart needs to be, or your body needs to be. You're just right here. Deepen your breath. Notice the breath starting to soothe your nervous system. It's been running fight or flight all day, an overdrive. Now you're settling into a rest and digest pattern, a feeling of peace and tranquility. There's nothing you need from outside of yourself to heal right now. Imagine in the palm of your hand holds a key. Bring that key up to your heart. Turn the key open, and a vault of light opens up. You step in through this light. You might see yourself, a loved one, a guide. You might just feel the presence of the Holy Spirit. Stepping in through this light is your healing path. Take a moment to look around, to listen. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, drop back down into your body. Be here for just a moment. If it helps you connect with your body, bring your left hand to your heart, right hand to belly. Body can be a scary place to live when we've been through trauma, when our body hurts, when our body gives us pains and symptoms. Drop into your body. Just tell your body you're here. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, asking your body, how do you feel? Asking your body, asking your mind, asking your spirit. Stating this simple question out loud, how am I feeling right now? Notice what comes up. Stay with your breath. Notice right here, the ego mind's going to chatter, but your spirit will just drop in a one-liner. The ego mind's going to try to chatter and tell you what you are and are not feeling. Your spirit's going to simply say how you're feeling. There's no judgment around it. We judge it, we stuff it deeper. We put a kink in that pipe. Take a deep breath in. Think about that pipe opening up. Inviting any emotion to come up, to come out. Making the pact with yourself, with your body, that after this life is done, you can shut it all off and get back to your life. But for right now, you can feel it. Now ask your body where what you're feeling is coming from in your body. Take a hand to where this is coming from. You might have two places. It might be a really new, odd place for you. Right now, mine's in my face. I've never had that happen. And just bring your hands there. Start to connect with it. The subconscious mind reads energy, so images, colors, textures, memories. That's what happens when you're dreaming. We're bringing your brain into a delta or theta state like you're dreaming. You can rest your hands once you've made that connection. Maybe ask your body what it looks like here, what the body's storing. It'll give you little clues, little images, little subconscious energy reads. Trust the very first thing that comes up, the very first thing that you see. Take a deep breath in. Just bring in awareness. No judgment, just observe what's coming up. A lot of you are already feeling it start to lift. Notice that the ego mind comes up and tells you, oh no, we're going backward. You feel worse than when you started. You're feeling sad, you're feeling anxious. Let it come up. Remember, you're just the pipe. The energy or the emotion is the water. We don't want to put a kink in that pipe. That's when pipes burst and we get sick. I'm going to hold the space here. Just asking your body if there's any of this your body wants to release tonight. So again, place your hands on your body where you feel connected. Just deepen your breath. If you need to lie down, if you need to start having tears, laughter, any physical movement, let yourself be comfortable. This is your experience. Your body might take you on a path of its own tonight and away from the group, and that's great. So ask your body, what have I been stuffing that you want to bring up? To pull it up with your breath. Deepen your breath. Some of you might imagine pulling it out of your mouth like a string. For the ego mind, I'm going to throw this in. This is somatic body work. There's a lot of research behind this. And how well it works. Keep breathing. Some of you stand up, shake it out, and with your breath. Some of you just start to sweep your body physically with your hands. And the rest of us, breathe. You'll know which one you're called to. A couple of us already lying on the floor, having tears, which is great. Got a few more breaths. Last one. Reassess your body, reassess how you're feeling. You might feel lighter, you might see that there's more work to do, like journaling or meditation when you get off of here. The most important thing is that you've tapped in, that you've connected with something that might be stored here. When we stuff it, we get sick. Imagine your body like this pipe of water opening up. There's no more kinks. There's no more backflow. You can imagine your meridians humming and running along just nice. It's nice and easy. Everything in even flow. No kinks. Notice that part in your body where you are storing it. See if you feel energy, blood flow coming back there. You can start to wiggle your hands, your feet. It's a quick clearing tonight, and come on back. Stay in it. If you're still in your process, stay in it. Let the camera go, let the phone run, grab your journal, be with your breath. The rest of us, go ahead and come back. If you're thinking that you want some help with anywhere that you have energy stuck, but you're not sure why you're having a symptom, if you want some intuition from the group, go ahead and click request to join. Comment on what your experience was. So let's talk through a little bit what happened while we wait for someone to hop on with us. When we get energy stored in a body part, the immune system, so a lot in functional medicine we talk about like a ulcerative colitis or irritable bowel or a Crohn's, something in the gut. Well, there's viral, bacterial, parasitic pathogens there, yes. But what also happens is we get trapped trauma, guilt, shame, trapped emotions stored right there in the belly, and the immune system's always going after it. So sometimes when we're tired and we have these infections or this chronic fatigue or these symptoms, it's purely energetic. And also energy, so say you have guilt and you're storing guilt in your belly, it's a frequency match. Everything's energy. For a pathogen like an HHV virus that might bury into the small intestine, for a Crohn's disease or a colitis or some irritable bowel. Does that make sense a little bit? So if you can figure out the energy field, then your body no longer, and you can heal it just by bringing awareness, no judgment, by examining your limiting beliefs, by clearing the energy field, you can start to clear the pathogen just by doing the energy work. Okay, so seeing purple, I think I was the dizzy one you tapped into. I've been experiencing it for a week or so. I'm sorry. Let me know, text me or message me, and if you feel like it's physical or if you need any help, just let me know about the dizziness. I'd be happy to talk through it with you, or if you want to come on. Okay, so I'm going to bring Emma on. I'm excited. She wants to come on. I can't figure out how to join from my computer. I would love to. I'm so emotionally heavy. Aw. Hi, Emma.
Hi.
What's up?
Nothing. I've been feeling kind of off this week, so I figured I'd get on and
Yeah,
see what we can do.
do it. Okay, so tell me, Steph, I see you, and if we'll come back to you, Steph. We'll tap in whether you can join or not from your computer, or maybe grab your phone. So Emma,
There we
tell
go.
me a little bit, like, so in the healing we just did, what was coming up?
Some memories when I was on a family vacation and I got in trouble. And I got grounded on vacation, and there was a lot of resentment and feeling trapped. And my throat, it's really bothering me.
Your throat right now?
Okay. It's really
Okay.
tight.
Okay. Ooh. Like in the front here?
Right here.
Do you have any nausea? A little queasiness?
Maybe a little bit. Definitely in my stomach area. I was feeling it.
Okay. So tell me about your experience, and definitely don't, if I'm intuiting something or feeling something for you, don't let me tell you how you feel. You can say, no, not my experience, because it could be anything that we're picking up. Tell me a little bit about what the healing was like, and everyone. So we have some really great, I'm just seeing who's coming on, really awesome people who always are giving such intuitive, amazing healing insight. So feel free to comment too if you're feeling things. This is for all of us to rally around Emma and see what's coming up. So, okay. If you need to burp, you can burp. I'll say that. I feel it.
Yeah, I feel it's really tight in my throat right now. Like now I feel on the verge of tears. So what was coming up? At first it was a lot in my stomach, and I felt something up in my face too. I don't know if it was for me though. It was like a tingling sensation. But yeah, a lot of it was feeling trapped and resentful.
Let those tears come up. You're healthy. Aww.
Yes.
Did your body feel ready to clear it today?
I don't think so. I still felt heavy in my stomach, and like right now my stomach's like this.
tell me if this resonates, how this feels to you. What I'm hearing is understanding. There's still more understanding to have around
Mm-hmm.
it. And your body's like, your soul's like, no, keep it so you can understand it before you spit it out, because then it's gone. And then the lesson might be missed.
Right.
So,
And during the session, I was actually feeling like changing the role, like look another perspective, changing perspectives on it.
mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I got from it. So maybe that's what the understanding is.
Mm-hmm. So, Emma, we've been working together. So I want you to,
Yes.
I'm going to lead you through a chakra scan, and you'll tell
Okay.
me really when it's understanding. So like you have something, you know what it is, you can connect with it, you see what it's coming from. One, do some understanding on it, some meditation, some journaling. It will come through, I have no doubt. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that I'm going to say this, but you'll still be able to pick up on it, that your crown's probably blocked. If like it's like spiritual
Mm-hmm.
insight and understanding, because usually where the universe wants to take us is to get grateful for the
Mm-hmm.
experience before we clear it. So here, do this with me. Start at
Okay.
your first chakra, your root. So
Yes.
down, like just like if this is your body, just have your hand like
Okay.
close. So, oh, there's your burp. Feel, sorry.
You're fine.
I have the weirdest gifts. Like, oh my God. Okay. One side note. I think people think this is funny, and probably you too. I'm reading this book. It's called The Light Between Us. And everyone on here is all very intuitive. She was talking about dating as like a very intuitive woman, and she would like know these things about people, and it was just so funny. So I had to throw out that reference. But anyways, go to your root with your hand,
Okay.
like a little bit further out from it. Just notice any energy. This will be like really, really quick. So feel your root.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now come up like right underneath your belly button,
Mm-hmm.
your sacral. Ooh, mine's a little dead.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ugh.
the matrix will do that. Come up to your solar plexus. Okay. Come up to your heart. Everyone, you can be doing this too. This is how you scan your energy centers and understand more about where you're at. Come to your throat. What do you feel there?
Yeah, it's tight. Like I could, like very nauseous.
Does it feel overactive too? Like really, really buzzy energy?
Mm-hmm. Quite a bit. Yeah.
Come to your third eye. Okay, now take your hand on top of your head, just right above it. Tell me
I
what you
felt a
felt.
burp trying to come up. Um, sacral,
What
sacral,
your strongest area? Like
sacral.
your sacral?
Oh, I think so. That's where I had the most reaction.
Like you felt your hand kind of light up the most there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what did your crown feel like in comparison?
It felt, I don't know, the word grounded came up when I kind of held my hand right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't feel, it feels okay, I think.
I'm hearing, so understanding to
Mm-hmm.
come through to fully be able to clear this, understanding what's there. And then, and this will make sense to you, you're understanding, you're open for other souls other than you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Awesome.
what are your thoughts? Questions? Feel good about this?
I do feel good about it. Yeah, I definitely think that it's something that I need to dig in a little deeper to.
Has it come up or crossed your mind before? Is this something new?
Um, well, it's come up recently since we started working together because it was the first time this incident. I think that it ties in or it happened at the same place that I had a severe, some kind of chronic illness bout. My face broke out with cold
Mm-hmm.
sores really badly. And that's the same place, the same vacation place that this event happened at.
Mm-hmm.
So there's got to be some kind of correlation to the
Mm-hmm.
two instances.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
I would spend some more time with understanding
okay.
and keep us posted. And then if anyone in the group, if you're having anything, been watching the comments, we'd love to hear just what you feel coming in, because you guys are just as intuitive as the rest of us. Well, okay. Well, thanks, Emma.
Thank
Oh,
you. How do I?
I'll read it. I'll let you click out and then I'll read it out loud. So it's
Okay. Do I just exit?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I'll jump out and then I'll get back on.
Okay. I was picking up shame at the throat, and that when your hand is at the throat, working with the energy, rocking your hand back and forth would be helpful to move it. That's awesome. Yes. Yes. See, this is why this group is so cool, because I even had someone send a message from a few weeks ago before I left out of town that she had something come through when we got off, and I relayed it to the person, and she had an incredible healing experience around it. So very cool. Thank you for that, Katie. I appreciate that. Steph, are you in a place where you can join us? I'm going to look and see your comment. I think I saw your comment. You're not sure how to get on the computer. If you can jump on a phone. Okay, here you go. I see you. Okay, this will be our last one, and then we'll hop back on next time. Okay, everyone, let's help Steph. The tingling was for me. I like that. Hey, girl.
Hey.
What's up?
So I guess when you talk about sitting with those emotions, like I know I'm a food mess right now because I've just been losing myself in my nutrition. So I know that that's all my fault. But when you talk about sitting with your feelings and like, I just cry all day, every day right now. So yeah. I don't know if like, but what else am I to be doing with all of those other than just sitting around crying all day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh, Carla's popping. Carla keeps sending stuff. I'm going to read it. I can scroll up. So the first thing that comes in when I just heard like part of it's physical food. And then you're like, it's my fault. Give yourself some grace, because here's what happens when we're harboring these really dense, heavy emotions. It's all frequency. Everyone's stomach is lighting up. Take your hands to your belly, Steph. As I talk
They've been there this whole time. They really have.
Mm-hmm. So as we're moving heavy, dense emotion out of us, it will seem like there's no end to it, but we crave the lower frequency foods. So give yourself a little slack. Like, it's a stage, it's a season. It just might happen, It's okay. So all guilt and shame is gone there. And then what is here? Something really deep and visceral. You've put yourself, tell me if this resonates. You finally put yourself in a position. I don't want to ask about your personal life that I might know about, but I think you've made a decision. You've let something go.
Yes. Okay.
So you've put yourself in a position now that everything that relationship was covering up or making you not have to feel is. Yeah. Does that sound?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I told him I'm not going to date him anymore, if that helps.
Okay, well, your business, not mine.
I don't care. I'm an open book, girlfriend.
Well, this will be good for others. Yeah. So think about the chapters that I will know about in your life, and then the ones I don't know about before it. Yes. Carla's saying, I felt like throwing up in the forest, just wanting to stop it. Everything that you might not have been, your physical body may not have been strong enough. Like, think about soul contracts. Like, why did this person come in your life? Probably to help you get to this next part, because maybe your physical body is now strong enough to handle everything that's underneath the field.
Yeah.
Let me read back through the comments. Everyone's like, stomach, acid reflux in my throat, crying, letting your emotions out is productive. You don't always have to do something with them. Yeah, Katie.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like, I can't think of a good analogy, but it's like if you're purging your house, you're like, when is this going to end? Like when you're moving from, like you've moved before,
a lot.
You're like, when am I done? When's the last box? So you've moved, now you're unpacking, and when does that end? It feels like it never ends. But then one day it does end.
Right.
Yeah. What have you been doing? Like, tell me about your experience about what came up in the belly.
I just kept seeing like when we were when we were laying down, like I was laying
Yeah.
down and I had one hand, my left hand on my heart and my right, no, I had one hand up here. And then when you said go to the places that you feel that you need the most energy or you need the most release, and one was right here, and the other was, right up between my pelvis and my belly button, and it was just like heavy, dark, dense down in my belly area. And up here, it just felt like all these loose firing, like just batshit crazy up here.
I feel your pain, girl. I'm a surrogate
Mhm.
cry, as I call it. You are so loved. I love you so much, and I know everyone that knows you and doesn't even know you on here does.
Thank you. I feel
I,
that.
I stop myself from saying I'm sorry because I know it's so good, but I'm sorry your heart is hurting.
Yeah.
You're doing it. You're good for you.
I am doing it and I'm continuing to do it, but it's exhausting.
Healing is hard work.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's really fun to we put these fancy quotes on Instagram about healing,
Right.
and then we get in it, and that's why the majority of people, no judgment on them, don't choose to heal.
Right.
Because this,
Mm.
it's like you probably feel like one of the downest places of your life.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, what the?
Yeah.
And you probably feel like you listened to your guidance to get here, and you're like,
Mhm.
what the heck?
I know I'm in the right place. I know I'm on the right path. I just sometimes feel like I'm in quicksand or I'm in like thick, thick mud, and I don't know how to keep going other than to just stay in it.
Mm-hmm. Be in it. It'll eventually, I'm going back, my mind always like empathizes with people, and I'm going
Right.
back to when I remember I would spend like the morning, my lunch break after work, just like crying and journaling and being with it. I was like, I have a life to get to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never, and then one day I was, but then you like bounce back and you
Right.
come back like even stronger and more vibrant. Carla said, I don't know you, but I love you. It's kind of like going to the gym. You don't see results from night to morning. Then one day you put your jeans on and they just fit better. That is so true.
Love
And
it.
that's okay.
Perfect.
You are, and it sucks, you are amazing. It was Jess. And then okay to be in it and sit in your emotions. That's when you grow the most. It's true. Yes, it's true. Like I was going through a lot of heavy stuff this weekend with my family, and it's just like we go through it and then we feel our ego goes, oh no, you're slipping, you're going to be in this bad vibration, whatever that means. And then when you heal it and feel the lesson and integrate it, you just spring forward and you come back so much stronger, and then you have this like kind of like this wisdom to come forward
Sure.
with. I can't explain it.
Yeah.
Sherry said sending you much love, Steph.
Thanks, ladies.
Yeah, keep going.
I will.
I'm so proud of you because I remember like a month or two ago this coming up, and that probably was one of the hardest decisions you ever had to make.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is what I get. That's what the ego will tell us, right?
Yeah, there have been a lot of those big decisions lately.
You're amazing. You've not chosen the easy path, and that's awesome.
Thank you.
It gets better, I promise.
I believe you.
Okay. I love you.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye, Steph. Thank you everyone so much for you're amazing. These comments, one of these nights, your girl's going to be a hot mess and I'm going to have to get on here and be like, okay, everyone, we're just going to do this for me because you all are so amazing. And I just thank you. This is so fun. I love doing this. I'm going to say this so it's in the recording. Samantha said, Steph, I see you deck uttering your house. Did I say that right? Was there a typo? I see you deck uttering your house. I'll leave that there. Maybe send me a message and I'll pass it on if I didn't say that right. But thank you everyone for joining us. And we all have gifts. We're all able to tap in. We're all energy. We're all in this big cosmic soup decorating. Maybe. Steph, I see you decorating. decluttering your house. Okay, it feels heavy, endless, but progressively the space is becoming lighter, simpler, easier. That's funny. I know she wouldn't mind me sharing this. Decluttering. Okay, Steph, I see you decluttering your house. Feels heavy, endless, but progressively the space is becoming lighter, simpler, easier. Yes. Yes. Steph, you know, it brings me back to the energy session we did where you saw that beautiful house. That was at the not the end, our journey's never over, but a part of this journey that you were going for. You're amazing. But thank you, everyone. We're all gifted. We're all in this big energetic soup. Everything is so linked and connected. To say that only certain people can feel energy or feel things for another person is nonsense. You know how to heal. You are the only one that knows how to heal your body. You just got to get with the body, drop into the body, and understand the energy field and move forward. So reach out if you need some one-on-one help. We have a retreat coming up in May, Beaver Lake, Arkansas. For those who are like, I just need to get away. I need a week to just be in energy, be in yoga, be in breath, be in healing foods, be in healing community with women. So that's coming up in May, Beaver Lake, Arkansas. It's on my website, inspirehealthbyjen.com. Thank you everyone for joining us. We'll be back not next week because I have a commitment, but in 2 weeks. And then after that, we should be about every week. I've been gone. So we'll be in the routine of things. And thank you everyone. Have a good night.